Hello and welcome to the ThinkBamboo podcast. I'm your host JJ, and our guest today is Pablo Jacome Estrella, the Regional Director of INBAR LATAM. Welcome, Pablo, to the show. Thank you for having you here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jay, for your invitation to this wonderful program. I am very happy to share all the work that we are doing in INBAR and also in this region that has a lot of potential for development of this great resource that we have.
Thank you for taking time. We're going to talk about four main topics today together. Basically, the first one is what does INBAR stand for? The second one is the advances of INBAR in the LATAM region. The third one specifically, we're going to talk about all the different countries in LATAM where INBAR is actively working with different projects. And the fourth one is how does INBAR LATAM see the future in the Americas?
Yes, sure. I'm very happy to talk about all these topics. So let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's take off. Okay, so Pablo, please explain what does INBAR stand for? Basically, International Bamboo Rattan, right? But it's more, much more.
Yeah, I think that is a really important question, Jay, for that because normally the people think that INBAR maybe is a big enterprise or maybe it's just always an NGO. No, I think it's important to for all the people who are listening now is that INBAR is an international organization. What does this mean? This mean is that the different countries around the world is the ones who become part of INBAR. No, the countries who wants to be a part of this organization, but is the country who is the member of INBAR. It's not a person. No,
Mhm.
because normally I receive many emails that they say, "Please, I want to be part of INBAR." I want so sometimes I say, "Okay, if you are from, in this case, we have 50 countries now part of INBAR. So if you are part of one of these countries, you already are part of INBAR." No,
Exactly.
so in this sense, this is important. So the governments of each country are the ones who accept to be part of the organization, and it really is a really long process that normally has to follow inside of each country, and then the country become a member. No, now as I mentioned, around the world we have 50 countries who are part of INBAR, but in Latin America, especially, we have 11 countries like with active member,
Mhm.
and we have one country who is like a country who was the one of the countries who started INBAR, that is Canada. No, is the one of the this country started INBAR in 1997, and we have now three countries who are in the process to become a member. But I think the question is that it is important, but also, so in that sense, what we are doing in the country is to work together with the governments at different levels, central
Mhm.
government, also local government, and of course with a organization to promote the development in a sustainable way, the bamboo and the rattan. No,
Mhm.
so for that, as you know, bamboo is one of the most species that is really well adapted and developed in the south countries. So for that, mainly most of the countries who are part of INBAR come from the global south. But we don't have to forget that who are the biggest consumer of these resources are from the north. No,
Yeah.
so for that, we have now in Latin America, as I mentioned, 11 countries, and we work with, in this case, with Colombia, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Suriname, Panama, Jamaica, and Cuba. And
Mm.
also, we have two countries who are becoming a member, which is Dominican Republic, also Costa Rica, and also an observer country, which is IT.
Oh.
And this is interesting because every time we are getting more interesting from other countries, like for example Mexico, also Bolivia, also Uruguay, And of course, maybe in the future we will have these countries be part of INBAR.
And that's amazing because at the end, once like most countries are part of INBAR, this will help for the building standards and get all the standards on a high level regarding bamboo, let's say constructions for one, right? Because this is, I believe, also from the own experience, one of the challenges when you're in a city and you want to like build something with bamboo, you have local bamboo, but you have no local bamboo codes. Big challenge.
Exactly, exactly. I think INBAR also one of the works that is doing with the members countries is also to work in the standards. No, in standard, as you mentioned, not only in construction but also in different, for example, in bamboo charcoal. Also, when you want to use bamboo, in this case for the use of medicine, or different standards that are necessary to use in order to promote this resource. And also that is a challenge because we need to think about also in one side to work with this kind of with these standards, but also to facilitate the implementation of the process to complete or to achieve this standard with in this case with rural people or with people in the field. No, that
Mhm.
sometimes it's important to make this link to understand what is happening in the field and also to put this in the high level positions. No, so that is the work the INBAR. We work with also with people from the field, with producers, with artisans, but also at the same time we work at a high level in the policy level. We work with the ministers. We work also in international conference. We participate. We are observed in different international conference, and this also is part of the process to position it in the bamboo and the rattan in the world.
And this has been ongoing, like you said, the Canada INBAR LATAM has been in the 80s already, so it's a long run.
Exactly, exactly. Well, the history of INBAR is started from the 80s and 90s. No, finally in the 90s, with different support of different organizations, including the government of Canada, of course, the government of China, the International Fund for Agricultural Development (IFAD), and
Mhm.
other organizations. They put together and they see that it's important to create this new organization to promote this wonderful resource that is bamboo. So finally, in 1997, started INBAR officially has an international organization. So we already are more than 25 years in the world working in different. We started with 9 countries. Imagine at that time we started with 9 countries, and now we are 50. And
Wow.
many other countries wants to become part of these organizations. That also one of the strength things that we are doing is this collaboration south-south. No, to
Mhm.
try to exchange experience and also to position it in different levels. The bamboo and the rattan has a sustainable resource.
Awesome. So I see there is a lot of also like paperwork, which is necessary, but not maybe so great as being in the field and harvesting bamboo or planting bamboo, but is obviously very necessary to have everybody on the same level, understanding and seeing the potential of this amazing plant or both plants, because basically one is rattan and one is bamboo, which I don't know so much about rattan. I think it's not. Is it also considered a grass?
Well, rattan is like a pound, no?
A
It's a
palm?
pound.
Oh,
Is
okay.
yeah, is a pound, no? And also has rattan is not spread here in Latin America. Also, we mainly focus only in bamboo, no?
Bamboo.
Especially this Southeast Asia is one of the areas where also you can find rattan and some part of Africa, no? However, the last year I traveled into Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very curious because a long time ago, like I think it was 10 or 15 years ago, the government of Vietnam took due to some research activities, they took some species of rattan to Cuba, and Cuba has small areas where they have some bamboo, sorry, some rattan growing. No, so it's interesting also the adaptability that have these species. No.
Also, it does grow it's possible to grow, just it's not like yet growing on industrial or level yet in LATAM.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, mainly all the rattan that is coming here in the region is coming from abroad, no,
Okay.
outside of the LAC region. Yes.
So basically, let's say INBAR LATAM is 99.9 focused on bamboo, and bamboo is one of the resources we do have a lot here in LATAM, and probably would have much more potential once everybody understands the true and real potential, not only economically but also like environmental and all the social aspects of working with bamboo or creating bamboo into added value products, right?
Yes, I mean we have a big challenge here in LAC, and this is one of the keywords that I has been focused since I started working with INBAR in 2017. Is to position it and to share with the people that bamboo also is for Latin America. I mean, because normally when you talk, they think, oh, okay, bamboo, and they always have a relation bamboo with the Asia, no?
Yeah.
But of course, Asia also has a lot of potential in the development. Well, China is the country who has the big industry around the world, and also the development of bamboo. Also, Vietnam is coming,
Hmm.
and India, of course, and also they have their own culture in the bamboo. But also in Latin America, we have 10,000 years of history in the use of bamboo in our region. So it's important also to share this with the people, and with to tell them that different cultures, indigenous culture from the LAC region, they used in the past bamboo. They
Hmm.
use bamboo, for example, for construction, for different tools for fishing or different things. Now, and also, Jay, is very important to tell that, and also I will explain later about this. But we found also that there is indigenous people here in the Amazonia where these people eat bamboo like a bamboo shoot.
Bamboo shoot, yeah.
That
Yeah.
normally you think that bamboo shoot only eat in Asia.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
also our indigenous people, our cultures also eat bamboo like in this case bamboo shoot. So
Wow.
so this is important to share with the people, and also to tell that in Latin America we have more than 5,000 more than 560 species of bamboo spread in all the region, that we have more than 50 millions of hectares of bamboo in the region,
Wow.
and also and this data that I'm telling now, the 15 millions, is a data that only we have like a for there is not a inventory,
Hmm. Yeah.
because it's necessary, of course, to do that, but many of the countries they don't spend money to do an inventory of the areas of bamboo. But with the data that we have now, we can say that the region in LAC region we have more than 50 millions of hectares. And also, what is very important for us in this region is that you can find bamboo to the sea level, to over to the 4,300 meters above to the sea level. So this big rank of the development of bamboo is incredible for the region, and we have a treasure in our countries having bamboo. So
Absolutely.
it's
And
really nice.
it's amazing about the quantity of the area you shared, and also the other thing I think which is really relevant is the difference of altitude, because this results in very different bamboo. One grows faster, the other slower. but then has like more strength or is more flexible. So depending what you use or you're looking to use bamboo, you could specifically buy bamboo from different altitudes.
Exactly. I mean, and also it's important to know that all the bamboo has a really full uh, all this bamboo represent a really important ecosystem service they provide to the people, to the world, I can
Yeah.
say, no. And of course, to these different levels of adaptability that you can have, and this bamboo also, they support different culture and different also livelihoods of the people, no. For
Mhm.
example, we have also these high Andean bamboo, no, the ones that I tell you that they are located from the 3,000 to the 4,300 meters. Imagine. We call
Mhm.
like these chusquias, no?
Mhm.
Chusquias, this bamboo. These bamboos plays a really important ecosystem service to the paramos areas that we have in the region. So, but of course, normally what happened in the region is that the people are focusing only in the commercial bamboo, no, the ones
Yeah.
who are more market, and in that sense,
Cash
normally
crop.
we talk about cash crop, exactly,
Cash
cash
crop. Yeah.
crop bamboo, crash
Yeah.
crop bamboo, and in this case, one of the main species is the Guado angustifolia, no, in the region. But of course, there are all other species that are not part of the region. There are exotic species like Dendrocalamus asper or Bambusa vulgaris or Philostachys aurea, who also are the ones who are part of the now in the livelihoods of the people.
Interestingly, also the Guadu angustifolia is one of the bamboos which most international architects love to work with. So in Europe, everybody was talking, "Oh, we got Guadua from Colombia, and we're doing great
Mm,
things with bamboo and all that."
mm,
And it's funny because, as far as I know, the Guadua, I think in Asia they got it growing, but not in Europe. In Europe they have Philostachys and some other, but no Guadua has grown in Europe. So basically, this is a very unique bamboo, which is highly commercial, which is endemic to Latin America. And I think it's also important to mention because, of course, there's so many bamboos. There are over 1,500 different bamboo species. Even some people in the bamboo business, they don't focus so much about the bamboo. It's just bamboo, but it's a huge universe, right? It's not one bamboo.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, and well, Guadua angustifolia has many people know that is coming from Colombia, no. But of course, why many people also think like that? Because Colombia did a really strong work in researching. First, I think that is really important. They keep
Mhm.
doing and allocating a lot of resources by the governments to do researching in Guadua,
Mhm.
which is the main species located in all Colombia. But also, great architects like Simon Vélez, as you know, and others
Yeah.
are the ones who take this nice resource to the world. No,
Mhm.
but also it's important to know that the Guadua angustifolia is not only located in Colombia. No, you can find also in Ecuador. You can find also in Peru, who is now doing a really great work in Peru, and you can locate it in other regions like, for example, Panama, and also other part of Central America. No,
Mhm.
and of course. There is another guaduas, no, like a guaduas chacoense, Weber Bowery, and another ones, that also many researchers are doing work with them and trying to also to show that there is a lot of potential in the development of this genus that is Wadwa, no?
And even there is within the Guadua angustifolia family, which is like, let's say, the
Uh,
most common one. There is like there are huge differences between like the very straight one, the slightly straight one, and the one with the huge thorns, and the one which almost has no thorns. I mean, it's the same family, but it's like within the family really there are big differences too. And then again, coming back to what you said before, depending, I think, where is it growing? Is it growing at 5 meters over the sea level, or 1,000 meters? Of course, it's going to be different than according to the soil and all that. So yeah, research is key. I think Colombia has like three bamboo research centers or something like that, if I remember correctly, two or three, like in different regions, where they also like really build stuff and test stuff. And probably you were thinking of Ximena Londoño, who did like or still is doing lots of research within the bamboo world. And I think we can say until today, we're not 100% sure we have all the guadu or all the bamboo in the world classified. There is probably still some missing.
No, no, yeah, you are right. You are right. Look, in the case well, first, what you mentioned about these different, we can call like different biotypes,
Biotypes.
of biotypes of this Guado angustifolia,
Hmm.
and of course, and this is because of the adaptability of has this great species, and this also maybe is one of the reasons that you can find this difference that can have inside of the same species,
This is
so well, it's a big challenge also for for the producers, but also for the people who are doing the research. No,
absolutely.
but also, as you say, no, when for example last year with the work that we were doing with the Jimena Londoño, we just got a new species of guado. No, was released and was this paper was came out like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and it's called Guado bambusoidae. No, and this species was located specifically in the Amazon region of Colombia, and it was part of the work that we were doing with a project that we were implementing there. So of course, this is one. And recent also, I was reading something about another new species that was released by this great researcher that we have in Mexico. You know, Eduardo Ruiz Sanchez. Maybe I have you hear about him also.
Yes,
So every time we are getting new species of bamboo. So and it's incredible all the biodiversity that we have of bamboo in our region, and for that it's important to valorate this, that we have.
exactly. That's why it's super important what we're doing right now, which is talking about bamboo, talking about how INBAR is organized, INBAR LATAM is organized, and what INBAR LATAM is doing or has been doing and will be doing, but also better understanding on what is bamboo, where does it come from, how many different types, and there is just so much to share. So we're trying to do our best here, and I think it's worth it. Also, from all the questions I receive, and I'm sure you receive daily lots of questions too. You see, there is a lot of people who want to understand better, want to learn how this works, and also probably being where we are today with our world and our planet, our climate, which is challenging. Bamboo is really interesting because it's so adaptable, as you said before. It adapts. You can have the worst soil, bamboo will be able to grow there, to thrive, to transform the soil, to filter the water, to
Mm,
cool down the temperature. And then you're able to harvest it continuously for 100 years or who knows how long, right? So,
mm.
I mean, it's mind blowing. Um, so, yeah, I mean, this is it's exciting. It's super exciting, and I think that's also why you're working in at INBAR. I can imagine because it's just super exciting every day to be like surrounded with new bamboo species, new projects, different countries in LATAM. So maybe we can dive into the different countries. What do you say? Um,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yes. What you say is, I remember when I entered to here to work with Imbar, and they say, okay, well, when you start in getting involved with bamboo, you feel like some special energy or special passion to do it, to work with it, you know? And that is right. And the important thing is that how you can make this link with the people who are in the field, the rural people who maybe are who in our countries normally are poor people who don't have too much possibilities, and you can provide them a possibility with these resources that is around there, how they can increase their income and how they can improve their life. So this is something that really get an inspiration to work every day, and how to make this link, as I mentioned, with different government levels, central, middle level, and also to try to put in the palestra, as you say, or to put in the floor,
Hmm.
how bamboo exactly can change the life. So this is something that we has been doing here in LAC. I'm really happy also because the work that I'm doing is not only my work, is work a part of the team. We are not a big team, but really I'm very proud of the team that I have here working in LAC, because we are working like we are thousand, and we are really a few people, but also it's because we have a really good connection with all the bambooser or bambuceras that we have here in LAC. No, so the projects that we have are different. No, as I mentioned to you, we have 11 countries that are like a part of INBAR, and three countries who are in soon will be part of INBAR. So, for example, here in Ecuador, we have a really big project related with the bamboo construction. No, we have a really good work with the government of Ecuador. We create prototypes, and also to we promote some local normatives or local codes to get some incentives to the people that build with bamboo. We work also here with training. I think training is really important. Capacity building,
Yeah.
as you mentioned in the beginning, is really important to work here, because on different levels. Also, you work with the farmers, but also you work with technicians. We work with the government. We work with the universities. We need to work in different levels. This, because it's the only way that you can make later this link, because
Hmm.
everybody will understand how important bamboo. So here in Ecuador, we have also a great support of the Spanish cooperation here, and coming soon a really great support by the European Union also to have to develop the to get to scaling up all these good lessons that we have in the during these years, and to move into another level. In this case, to moving to different province, to scaling up and training more people. We have, for example, the bamboo workshop school here. No, the bamboo workshop school is a training for 11 months that we do with rural people with low income. They train it and they get new skills how to build with bamboo. So these
That's
people
amazing.
yes, in 11 months, they will get a certificate that is highly valued in the labor area. So with these skills of construction. Also, because normally they say, okay, we have bamboo, but we don't have who can build. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
so for that, or we have bamboo and we don't have architects who can design. So for that, we
Exactly.
need to work to different levels. Or maybe
Hmm.
we have the architects, but we don't have the materials,
Yeah. Yeah.
and for that we create a program that also we are implementing in different countries that start covering different areas, starting also from the production of high level material in the field. So for that is important to train with the farmers and the people who are in the work area in the to making a sustainable harvesting process and everything in the field. And also we are doing a work with universities and people who are professional also,
The
because
academia.
normally the academia exactly. So
Yeah.
for that also we create the RIUSI, that is the international network of universities, a research center who work with bamboo. This
Mm.
this network is now have 52 universities that are part from Latin America, and we have like a 4 or 5 universities, also one from Africa and 3 or 4 from Europe, who are part of this network. And what we are doing also is to putting together these researchers people and to try to uh, first to not duplicate also sometimes the research, but
Yep.
also in this case to get more to put in the next level the research. I mean,
Mhm.
okay, we know that already happened this in that or in this country, so let's do it in the next level, the next step. No,
Yep.
because
Coordination.
also coordination, but
Coordination.
and because you know why this is important, Jay, is because in Latin America the resources for research every time is getting low. No,
Yeah.
so for that we need to use in a better way the resources that are going for research. No,
Yeah.
and in this case is for bamboo also is really important for that. So we create also and we work to this level, but also we move to the another level to work with public servants. No, the people who work with the governments.
Mhm.
Okay, the people who take decisions sometimes, or the people who are preparing plans, programs for the governments.
Mhm.
If they don't know what's happening with bamboo, how they could develop, or how they can, or how these people they can push the development of bamboo in their own municipalities, province, or in the countries. So for
Mhm.
that also we focus to work with them to capacitate them, to train them, and also to show them a different view of the bamboo. No, on the other hand, we work also with the communication area. As I told you, also try to valorate these 10,000 of years of history that we have of bamboo, and also the people to know that we have native species here in LAC, and they're really important for the development that they are doing, and also sometimes to eliminate some these mythics they think wrong
Yeah.
about bamboo because they don't have the knowledge. No, well, in the case of Ecuador, we have also the work in this case in Panama. Panama is really nice work that we are doing, and this is a project that called the use the bamboo has a nature-based solution, no, to combat climate change. No, this project that we are implementing in Panama also is cover other countries. We have now a project manager located in Panama, but also is covering another countries, which is in this case Costa Rica, Cuba, Dominican Republic, no, and Panama.
Yeah.
And we link with 3 countries here in the south. We
Mhm.
link with Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru. And why
Awesome.
we link? Because the idea was to share the experience that we already built during these last years with different projects like Bamboo Sonia project. Maybe you hear about this
Yes.
project, and all this experience that we are building in the south to translate also to the Central America and the Caribbean. No, and this project also is getting amazing. We have like in the implementation process maybe in the 40%. We have we have 1 year more or 1.5 years more for implementation. But what we are doing also is exchange of experience, and also, for example, we select which are the specific activities using bamboo for each country. For example, in the case of Panama, we are working bamboo for ecotourism,
Mhm.
no, ecotourism, also showing them with the communities how they can use the bamboo as a landscape for landscape, and the people got to view this, and also to build in a sustainable way different small houses for the people who go to spend time in the forest, no, and also to working with the watershed management. No, as you know, bamboo play an important role in as you say, this filtrating, and also work trying to control the water,
The water,
no,
yeah. Slow
the
down
water
the
from.
water flow, and being also natural water tank, literally, right? Every bamboo,
Exactly.
the water goes up and the water goes down, and again it repeats, and it's just amazing. It's one of the main ecosystem services, I think, is the water issue, which bamboo really helps, and that's why also I think bamboo agroforestry is kind of super interesting, because if you mix the bamboo within any tropical crops, where normally now we have some issues because it's too much water or not enough water, right? And there the bamboo can be helping a lot because it regulates. It's just amazing.
Exactly. Imagine this wonderful plant that they can do this hydraulic
Exactly, that's
working.
the word. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Is amazing, no?
yeah.
So for that we are working also that in the case of Panama, in the area of Cocle, they call the Cocle, this area, and it's important to work with the community there. It's
Mhm.
important also here because we get linked with the universities there. No? So the University of Panama, the Minister of Environment, also the
That's
Minister of
cool.
Agriculture are involved in this process.
So
No,
future generation of local people who are studying there will be probably pro bamboo in the future, and will know about bamboo, will implement bamboo, and I mean that's kind of important. The future generations, right?
Exactly, exactly. But also, as you know, for example, in the case now in Panama, is changing with a new government. No,
Hmm.
but has we are been working with the technical people of the ministers of different areas. So these people believe because they know in the field that is really something is happening. No, and then they can suggest no to the new governments in the new plans to include bamboo as a part of the activities that they are that they will do in the coming 4 or 5 years with the government. No, so that is also important because resources will go to the field. Resources will be allocated to work with the communities and to work with the resource, to work with bamboo. That is important also to do it. No, well, this is in the case of Panama. In the case of Cuba, Cuba also we are working with bioenergy. Cuba is really interesting because Cuba has Bambusa vulgaris. No, Bambusa vulgaris in mind. They have a
The golden
plantation.
bamboo.
Yes,
Yeah.
they 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 have these Bambusa vulgaris. They have plantations from I think was almost from 15 years 15 years ago. They start planting or a little bit
Mm.
more. No, so they have huge hectares of these Bambusa vulgaris. So as you know, Bambusa vulgaris also is really good for bioenergy. In Brazil, they are doing this work amazing there. But in so in Cuba, the idea is to use that for create to elaborate charcoal, for example. No,
Charcoal.
so
Yep.
we
Yep.
did a bamboo charcoal, and also we will do in the coming months a test to using this kind of bamboo for bioenergy in these bio electricity plants that Cuba has, because now Cuba is facing a really big problem, as you know, with the electricity,
Yep.
with these problems with the fossil or fossil oil and everything. The
So
problems there.
basically, that's interesting. So they're using the bamboo as charcoal to create electricity, which is one use of the charcoal, right? Another use could also be for agriculture, to enhance the soil, and so there are many use. And the other one would be also for the skin or for the teeth or whatever. So there are many uses for bamboo charcoal um, at the end.
Yes, yes, exactly, Jay. I mean, you have only with one product you can have different uses. No, in the case of them, also they use for cooking. No, for cooking
Home
the
cooking
food,
at home. Yeah,
home
yeah,
cooking at home cooking
yeah.
exactly. No,
Mm.
so that is important. No? So and also we provide them a special bill of this kitchen. No,
Oven or
to
yeah,
use this kind of oven that they don't produce too much smoke also when
Mhm.
they are in the process. But also bamboo, the bamboo charcoal, that is good. Also, I don't know if you have been tested. Also, they don't produce too much smoke.
Exactly, exactly. That's a detail that most people don't know. Actually, bamboo charcoal creates less smoke than normal wood because it's grass, it's not wood. So it's total different, and actually it's better because who wants smoke, right? You
No,
want the
no,
fire.
exactly. But also is a really in the rural areas. This is a really big problem with the health
Yeah.
especially of the women. So it's a really big problem. So for that we need to provide also this kind of alternative to them. So that is in the case of Cuba. We are doing really great work with the government there. With the is the Institute of Research of Agroforestry, who is the one
Mm.
they are doing this work there. Well, in Costa Rica, we are working with the University of Costa Rica, the National University of Costa Rica, no, the UNA, the
Una, yeah,
UNA.
yeah.
UNA is really nice. These guys also has been doing a wonderful work.
And they're
Uh,
bilingual, I think, the university there, English, Spanish, which is kind of interesting too for like a broader uh, audience or yeah, I mean, lots of Spanish
yes,
speaking people, but all the Canadians and Americans and whoever will join from Africa or whatever, it's then easier probably to get them on the like working if it's in English, right?
yes, yes. I mean, this is a really good university who is doing a really good work, and as you mentioned, work with different language and also with people of different nationalities now. But also, they are doing a really nice work with the field people in the rural areas. With the and in that sense, also we are working there has bamboo like for agroforestry systems.
Mhm. Mm.
And in this case, we are implementing also for bamboo shoots.
Mhm.
Because
What?
what we need to try to do, Jay, is to reduce the vulnerability of these people in the field.
Yeah.
No?
And
So for
what
that,
bamboo are they using in Costa Rica? Is it also Dendrocalamus asper or?
well, in this case, they have different. We have been testing like Philostachys aurea, Dendrocalamus asper. Also, they have there Edulis for shoots and there are different that we are testing there also to providing a good management of this of the plant, and combining, because these are farms who has also another crops like coffee or other cash crops they have, but we combinating this with bamboo.
Awesome. Awesome.
And this is really nice, the work, and also to doing bamboo for construction. Well,
Yeah. Bamboo poles
Costa
and
Rica, bamboo
scaffolding.
poles, exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. But also the process, no, to get bamboo in high quality bamboo. So of course to do this post harvest process with the treatment, no, the correct treatment they need to do it to have a bamboo that can be used for a long time without any problems with insects and anything.
Yeah.
So for that we are training also in that in the case of Costa Rica. In Dominican Republic, we will work also with we are working with university. This university is WAFAN, is a university that is working also in agroforestry system, and
Mm.
also is a university that also wants to work in reforestation area and working in degraded lands,
Hmm.
also in Dominican Republic, and we are working in that process with them. Dominican Republic is a country who has a lot of potential also for the production of bamboo for charcoal. No,
Hmm.
they have a big market. The country which is next to them.
Haiti.
Haiti,
No
Haiti,
trees. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
trees. So really, the charcoal is one of the big markets you have there, and is now still having a commercial contact with them. But of course, if you can produce by a grass, in this case of bamboo, so is important, no?
Hmm.
And we are working with them in that area, which is plantation of bamboo, and also these they work in degraded lands.
And
Also
probably
because so,
Domrep also has like interesting, like unique location because it has ports, international ports, which are would be probably easy for big ships to transport internationally. Let's say maybe near what is it, Miami and maybe Europe. Um,
Yes, but also maybe some. You know what thing, Jay, is this is important because sometimes always we are thinking in international markets, not to go
mhm.
abroad, or to take everything, go to
Out.
Europe or
Yeah.
or to United States. But we have a really important regional markets.
Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
for example, in the case of them, all the Caribbean, all the islands in the Caribbean, they're always facing problems with energy.
Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
so it's really key area to develop the energy, for example, an energy activity related with bamboo that they can just have a commercial link with the region.
Hmm.
It's a big market. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
really big. You
It's
know,
key.
it's key. It's
Yeah.
key. And also, when we think in Central America, okay, of course, you have also a really important market there. No, the connection also with the North America, in this case with Mexico and also with United States and Canada. There is a big connection, but also internally, there is a big market that you need to solve. For example, in construction of houses. No,
Hmm.
houses is the has I can say the necessity of really good houses in all Latin America is big,
Yeah.
and of course the population keep growing, so you will need more houses, and of course you need more sustainable way to build this. So well, this is in the case of Central and. Just I'm telling you very brief all these
Yeah,
activities that
of
we are
course. I'm
doing.
sure if we would go into detail, we would not be able to stop our podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, this is the case that we are doing in Central America and the Caribbean. Also, of course, we have different training programs that always we are working with the government of China and MOFCOM to,
Exactly.
and
Sorry to interrupt you, but regarding China, I heard like I don't not so long ago there was like the project where they sent people from be Peru, Ecuador, or Colombia to China for I think 6 months or 3 months. I don't know, like in that bamboo course. Is this still something?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're still having this kind of courses, and we have different modalities. We can say that we work with that. No,
Hmm.
normally one of them are bilateral. So, for example, we get an agreement with the government of China, and they do a work directly with one country. For example, Ecuador with China, or Panama, or Brazil, etc. No,
Hmm.
but also are open ones. No, so in this case, for example, different people from the countries can participate in this training course. They travel to China, they spend sometimes 15 days or 30 days learning all the process, all the bamboo process and the industry. They visit industry. Also, they are receiving some class, teaching class of the process, and everything is really a wonderful experience. And everything is covered by the government of China. So
Wow.
the flights and the the hotels, all
Yeah.
this training is really
Wow.
really the support that they provide China in this case are wonderful. No?
That's amazing.
And yes, it's amazing. And and we are trying to to recover again this bilateral course, in which one also the training is in Spanish. No,
Hmm.
because what happening normally now, they open this big program, but sometimes the language is
It's
English.
English.
No,
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
So well, this sometimes is a little bit restricted, no,
Yeah. Yeah.
but also it's open for them to do this like bilateral. So in that case, the training will be in the Spanish. So
Awesome.
they also provide one people or two people who will be all the time with them doing this translation issue during the 30 days, and getting together with all the people who are traveling, and really really good experience, no.
Wow.
And So this is important, and also there is another way, Jake, that also is like the Chinese masters travel
Hmm.
to Latin America, and they stay also here for 15 days, 30 days, and they also uh, translate the knowledge,
Hmm.
no, to local
People,
producers or
producer.
artisans,
Hmm.
whatever. We did
Wow.
already this kind of experience here in Ecuador, has been doing another ones also in Colombia and other countries. No, we want to reestablish again with strong energy to do it. This no, because due to the pandemic, this sometimes they were restricted and they started doing some e-learning course, but it's not the
So,
most effective ones. Is these ones no
yeah,
to
of
have this
course.
exchange no
Face to face is always better.
yeah. Face
Yeah.
to face, I think is very good. So, well, so imagine all this work that also is getting the support in all the regions, not in all the countries. But when you will come into the south, well, we have this. Where the Bamboo Sonia project was really a wonderful
Mhm.
project that also
What is
generated a lot of
Peru, Ecuador?
results. Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia.
Peru, Ecuador,
No,
Colombia.
Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia, and was really nice because now with this all these lesson learned, all the donors also know that we got a really big impact, and now we want to expand this lesson learned experience that we had in Babusonia, and we will implement also this in Brazil, Argentina, and Bolivia in the coming months.
That was
So
my
we
next
will,
question. What about
yeah.
Brazil being like the biggest country in LATAM and having still so much, let's say, native forest, but also like so much land to which is like really degenerated and in a bad condition, which could be ideal for restoration with bamboo.
Yeah, I mean Brazil is well is the biggest country who has the biggest country in lag is the biggest country who has the most species
Of bamboo.
of bamboo in the region.
Hmm.
Hectares of bamboo also the same, you know. And what we have, what we did, and we are finishing, I think maybe in one more month, we are releasing these three publications that we will, three studies that we did in Brazil. One related of the like an scope of the status of bamboo regarding with the species and the quantity.
Hmm.
Okay, as I say, is an assessment, is not an
Yeah.
inventory. So,
Yeah.
but we have at least one data who we can start working on it.
Exactly.
Okay,
That's the important
because
thing.
you know one thing, because when I was when I start also when you go to talk with some authorities or ministers or secretaries everywhere, they ask you many questions. Okay, how many bamboos hectares you have in the country, which are the producer, which are the who are the stakeholders, who are the partners, etc. You know, and you need to have these questions. You need to have these answers. Sorry
Answers.
about
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
about these questions. You know,
Yeah.
so for that it is necessary to have. So we are completing this study. Also, we did a study related to the um, to the to the commercial area of bamboo, the import export of bamboo in Brazil, no,
Hmm.
and the potential market that they can have in the country.
Mm.
Uh, so
This is
this
like the very first like analysis of the Brazilian bamboo status quo and future potential market, right?
exactly. What we did is to put together because there are in Brazil also there are really nice researchers about that. There are many universities who are working with bamboo. No, University of Sao Paulo, University of Goiás. I mean, the Rio de Janeiro. There are many of them. Okay,
Hmm.
the idea with this study was put together as much as possible all this information and to put in a document that maybe that can be used in the future for also the people who are involved in the sector, but also to put in the table, you know, what is the situation of bamboo in Brazil.
Yeah.
And the third study is relating what you say, no, which is the the roadmap for bamboo for the
Yeah.
coming 10 years. No,
Yeah.
what we think that could be the strategic objectives of areas that bamboo can work in the coming 10 years, 15 years, So we will have these three documents. We hope to finish this. We are in the final editing and producing and publishing. So I think in one more month, at the end of this month, no?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
already June.
we are June, so we
Yeah.
need to finish. At the end of this month will be these studies finishing.
Awesome. Awesome. Can't
So
wait to see the numbers there. I mean, this is always very enlightening to get some status quo and understand how does it look being Brazil, which is like so everything so massive, big. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so this is the part of the work that we are doing. Also, we have a really nice work in Peru, in the border of Peru and Ecuador, with a project which is supported by the bilateral plan Ecuador and Peru. We are working with the also in that area that you have a really big areas of bamboo who not some of them are native bamboo also, no,
Mm.
which is in the border of Ecuador and Peru, and
Oh,
also part of the
literally
Amazon.
the
Yes,
border. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
and they have also a really nice bamboo, and we are working also to in two areas. One related with bamboo for construction,
Hmm.
but also the idea is to get to the industry of bamboo,
Hmm.
to transformation of bamboo. So we
Yeah.
will test like two or three alternatives regarding with the production of bamboo boards, no
Hmm.
bamboo boards, and also a bamboo charcoal. I think it's, for energy is one of the areas. Also, these projects are new, quietly new, so we have like a more 2 more years for implementing.
Hmm.
In Central America, we have like a 1 more year or year and a half to implementing. This new project that is coming for Brazil, Argentina, and Bolivia, we have 2 years for implementing. And this new big project that is coming from the European Union, also we will have like 4 years of implementing. So I'm really happy that we are growing in the region and trying to push in different countries all the activities related with bamboo, and has been a really nice experience all this time.
Well, it sounds like you're really quite active in like all the member INBAR LATAM states, which is sounds like really a lot. Now, if you have to like focus on the most active country, which one would it be right now? I mean, this can change over time, but is there like the superstar LATAM member where you say, wow, they've been like advancing from where they were before, where they're now, and they're doing so much stuff? Which country is like the current one?
Well, I could say that we have a really big this moving very fast.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
is Ecuador.
Ecuador
Ecuador
is.
because yes, Ecuador because I think in Ecuador we get until a public policy level.
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
means that now the is normally when what happened in another country is that you need to go and to talk with the government and to explain them about all the properties and all the benefits of bamboo. But now in the case of Ecuador is the other way around. No, the government and the people who are
Yeah.
taking decisions, they
Are.
know the
Yeah.
importance. So they implement in the programs. So is what we need to do it in all the countries. I mean, at the end, organizations are not forever. No,
Yeah.
which are forever is the institutions who become part of the or are part of the countries. In the
Mm.
case the ministries, of course, you will change the government every certain period, but at least if there is a really good programs that are have the financial by their own, so that is getting sustainability.
Hmm.
And also, of course, if you get the civil society, who also is empowered with the knowledge of bamboo, they will, if there is any issue, they will go and talk with them and request them to support them. So now, in the case of Ecuador, we have these two. No, the civil society is empowered with the bamboo sector. I mean, we have different areas they know about bamboo. In the past, they didn't know about it, so they know. They request now to different governments, and now also the central government knows about it, and they are putting some money, especially
Awesome.
related with the bamboo construction houses
Yeah.
for social housing.
So okay, well, we'll start. Let's say. I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I forgot to tell you one thing, but also something that is incredible, but it's another level. Also, when you think, for example, Brazil, no, Brazil, they are now planting bamboo for bioenergy. No,
That's interesting.
interesting. I had the opportunity to visit the last year an plantation of 14,000 hectares. No,
14,000 hectares.
1,000 hectares. Imagine.
Wow.
Well, it really was also my first time that I was being in a plantation of that size.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
and they, of course, they are doing all. They are harvesting by blocks. No,
Yeah.
and also they are using all these has a biomass, no,
Hmm.
to replace another biomass has eucalyptus or another ones,
Yeah.
and because also they are growing more fast, it's more sustainable, and at least was a really big process to do this. The cutting, the harvesting, and everything with machines and everything was
Immense.
amazing,
Immense.
immense. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they
Wow.
also did research in the farm to see how the soil improvements they have.
That would be
Even
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They have
Mm.
some data about that. So what's really important to data, because you imagine
Hmm.
sometimes they think, oh wow, it's a really big plantation and
Yeah.
maybe will cause a lot of problems, things. But also they have these data who are really important to show, though. To
That
I
could be
told them that
interesting to
yeah, I
deep
told
dive
them
into
that will
that.
be to yeah, I told them that it will be nice to write a paper about it,
Hmm.
to show
Absolutely,
this.
because as you said, for example, Panama had lots of monoculture. I don't know if it was eucalyptus or some other luxury timber wood, but basically
Mm.
it's super bad for the environment. And on the other side, you have bamboo, which has all those ecosystem services, basically improving the soil, improving the water, and all that stuff.
So
Which, I mean, if you compare both, it's like one is really like has just one positive side, and the other has like 10, 20, 30, and that's bamboo, right? So if they have numbers and research about that in Brazil, this could be super interesting um, to share
yeah,
then.
exactly. That is the idea, to also to visit that, to know that, and to tell them that it's important to share this,
Hmm. Hmm.
important to share, and try to make connection also with researchers from universities and things to
Exactly.
try to show this, because always are these questions. Though what happens is that you get a really big monoculture of bamboo. Well, for me was impressive to see that, but also was impressive to see if you compare with another monoculture.
I mean,
uh,
14,000. It's
40,
just
40, 14,000 was incredible.
it's crazy. And regarding academia, I had like the question in mind: which university do you think would be like one of the most into bamboo right now regarding in LATAM?
No, there are several universities. I think it's not. We cannot point only one. No, I think we have. Well, Colombia still have with the Technological University of Pereira is
Pereira. Hmm. Yeah. Wow.
is really good one. The National University of Colombia also is very good. Now here in Ecuador, you have the Central University also, who is doing a work in architecture. You have in Brazil the Universidad de Sao Paulo, and who is doing the work. I mean, there are really are many universities.
Mhm.
That is good, because maybe in the past you have just a few of them, no,
Exactly.
who who allocate
Exactly.
some resources to you to do it in bamboo. Now
Hmm.
this is spreading, and that is important because they are getting more interest to do
And
it. But also it's important to make this connection, because it's not necessary to keep doing research that already has been done in the past, or this research that normally they don't support and to move forward in the produce in the value chains.
Exactly, but
No.
as you said, Pablo, I think it's important to bring the link between the academia and then like a real projects, maybe
Mm,
industry and or people working with bamboo because they're not yet connected. I was recently talking to the Rhine-Main University in Germany, and they're doing
mm,
lots of things in Africa right now with bamboo. So they're getting their students to Africa, building their on-site bamboo, and then it's interesting because they also talked to me and said we would like to do stuff in Latin America. So that's why I'm a little bit asking what other universities are active right there, and how is it? Because at the end, every university has like a own let's say roadmap, right? And
mm.
focus on different things. So also, I think for companies who want to work together with universities, be it how are the ecosystems, how do they impact, what is the carbon, how if they want to work with universities there, um, well, as you said, you mentioned now a few. I'll put them in the blog article also. So we have Colombia, we have Ecuador, we have Brazil for sure, and probably maybe the one in Costa Rica, which is bilingual.
We have in Costa Rica. We have one also in Panama. You know,
Okay.
Panama. We have also we have different ones. I mean, the this network that I just mentioned to you is important, and
Hmm.
we can also incorporate these universities from Europe who are interested to be part
Hmm.
of this network. They can be part of this network, and also we can make this link with the researchers in LAC. But also it's important that the universities link it with as you said, with these projects, with real project in the field, you know.
Hmm.
And this is also one part of the work that is doing INBAR in the region, no, with our projects that we are having. We are connecting with universities, so the universities are doing the research in the project that we are implementing. They are real, working with people, solving problems that we are in the field, in the harvesting area,
Hmm.
in the producing area, in the harvesting, in the transformation, also commercialization,
Hmm.
that it is important. All this is important to make this link. So for that
It's
also we are
win-win.
open with that. No, yes, it's win-win because you
Yeah.
have students who come to real activities that is happening here, and they do the research, and this research support real problems that having in the field.
Hmm. Awesome. No, I think this makes sense because, yeah, also as student, I can imagine it's much more interesting if I can study about a real project instead of studying some kind of maybe project that doesn't exist. It's like totally different, right? You learn much more. There is more motivation and all that. So,
Yeah,
wow,
we are open. We are open of
you're open.
that.
Okay.
So also, if there is any interesting to come here to do a research or to do a internship, also
Hmm.
we can support this kind of. We have been doing this in the past also. So we have students from the United States. They come also from Europe, from Latin America, also to come here from universities and to do it. So we are open, and also if we want to make links with another universities, we can support with that.
Okay, so that's important to know. Anytime you can write to Pablo Jacome here at INBAR LATAM, and he will be happy to connect you and help you with that because there is lots of interest and lots of potential and lots of projects ongoing here. So a huge potential, right?
Yeah, yes, we are growing, and many people are getting involved in the bamboo sector, and we are very happy of that. And also in this year, we will have the fifth Latin America and the Caribbean symposium in Costa Rica. So
Mm.
we invite to all the people who wants to share with all the bamboo sector. This will happen in the 18th to the 23rd of November of this year in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica, we are doing this together with the university, the National University of Costa Rica. So we will have the key speakers from Latin America, from Europe also is coming. We are trying to bring some people from Asia also. So this will have a really big symposium with all the last experience that happening in the region. So I invite to all the people who are listening this great podcast, and please travel to Costa Rica, and we will see you all together and to keep working in bamboo.
That sounds amazing. Is there a website, Bamboo Symposium Costa Rica 2024 or something like that we can share?
Yes, well, I will send it to you the link because the link is
Okay.
a little bit big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
so I will send you that the link already
Mhm.
was released. So I will send it to you. So we are also updating the information. So I will send you. So, and also what we that is important because will be a simultaneous translation to English. So the
Mhm.
people who speak English can travel. Who doesn't speak Spanish can travel and also participate in the process because also will be in English. We'll do a simultaneous translation, so that will be great.
That's real added value, Pablo.
Exactly. Yes,
um,
yes, yes.
One last bonus question. I was reading about the 60 billion USD per annum market in China, which is bamboo, right? Which was in 2022. Maybe it's even more now. Do you have any numbers regarding the market in millions or billions or trillions regarding LATAM? How much is there a number you can share and say we're not like it's probably not going to be as big as China, of course, but still, it has to represent a number of the entire market of Latin America regarding bamboo, or a
Yeah,
specific country, whatever you
yeah.
want to share, if you have a number.
That is a really great questions that you mentioned, no? And one of the also this is important to make the people to understand is one of the challenges that we have normally to show data in this case regarding with for example bamboo hectares or in this case the bamboo market is because normally what we want is to try to show the more real data that is also validated by the governments, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah,
And what happening in this case is that if we don't introduce bamboo in the statistics of the countries, never we are going to get a really good data,
that's
no.
true.
And you say, okay, yes, but we have the export and the import. Okay, yes, sure. But what happening here is that sometimes export bamboo go outside of the countries without the name of bamboo. They go
Hmm.
like wood, no, like so is wood. Okay, well, so it's like in the mix of these parameter,
Hmm.
no. So this is one of the biggest problems that we have, no. So for that. Now I don't have a really specific data, Gigi, but I will, I will, because we are finishing this one in Brazil. So for
Hmm.
that we have this the last data of Brazil that we
Cool.
have. So I will share to you. So you will be the first one to have this this data that I
Awesome.
will provide you, so you can also share it in your platforms and everything with this.
Awesome.
No, but for that is important, no, because I can say whatever number, but
Yeah.
but I think it's more important to understand how this number come,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Yeah.
so for that also we increase we say to the governments that please it's important to introduce in the statistics this,
Hmm.
put bamboo in the statistics and try to split this is possible because already we have the codes, we have different things that we can do it, but normally they don't do it,
They
no.
don't. And what
But
about Colombia, who's been, from my point of view, Colombia is like one of the biggest exporters of being only bamboo poles, but lots of containers with bamboo are exported from Colombia. Is there no number there that Colombia is sharing?
Uh, Yes, let me see, but if I'm not wrong, yeah, Colombia has like a number in the last years was over I think was over I think was 3 to 5 millions. No,
Okay.
that was yeah. But well, I don't have the data now in my mind,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember from one study that also we did that in Colombia. No, but also you have a country who you know what happening. For example, here in Ecuador is that you have a huge amount of bamboo that is going through the border to Peru,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and normally is not really well registered, no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, that's complicated. I see.
and you
Yeah,
miss you miss
I miss
this
a lot.
data, no, you
Because
miss
it
a
would be
lot.
highly motivational, I believe, for also for the people in LATAM to know that the bamboo market is, let's say, $500 million annual market. I mean, it could be then compared to other industrial segments because it's like really a big number, and people start like thinking about, oh, wow, like the Chinese number, right? I mean, if you look at the number, 60 billion US dollar per year, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly. But also also for the people, it's important to know that in the case of the bamboo, the growing of the market is between the 5 to 8% every year.
That's
No,
interesting. So it's
no, this
additional.
exactly. So
Okay.
this is important for the people to know that the
Hmm.
bamboo market is having this kind of growth every year annually,
Mm.
5 to 8%. Okay,
Wow.
and and so that also can give you an idea
Estimate.
of the
Yeah, yeah.
on estimate, but also is important for the people to know that in the case of biomaterials
Hmm.
or biomaterials, in this case bamboo, that also is growing, no, in the use is more than the 50% annually. So annually, the use of biomaterials in the construction sector is
Hmm.
growing more than 50%, and this is because this is a huge number.
That's a big
No,
number
sorry, no, sorry, was in the last 5 years was 50% the growing.
to
No,
growth.
in the last 5 years, growth
Hmm.
50% more in the last 5 years. Okay,
Hmm.
that is the accurate number. But this is also important for they to know because every time every countries like Europe, United States, and also in the case of different Latin American countries, they are introducing more normatives that
Hmm.
promote the incorporation of sustainable material or biomaterial in the construction area.
Hmm.
So also that will help in the increase of the number of the use of different materials. And in the lack one of these cases could be bamboo. No.
Hmm. Absolutely. No, I mean,
Mm.
numbers are numbers, but sometimes they're helpful to better understand where something is going. And there is growth here. We know also bamboo is the fastest growing plant on the planet. So this is like a rocket taking off, and the whole coordination and organization that INBAR is doing here, I believe, really helps to get this on track. Because as you've been explaining, it's a lot of coordination, it's a lot of organization between the different people, companies, countries, and everybody has to be like kind of talking about the same thing, understanding about the potential, and there is still a lot to be done.
Exactly. But if we work together, and for sure, in the coming years, the bamboo sector will be keep growing and also transformation lives in the field. That is the important thing. So let's keep working, Jay, in this.
Awesome.
Uh,
So, what would your closing words be for the podcast? Pablo, regarding the future here of INBAR or LATAM regarding bamboo. Is it a recommendation, or what are your closing words?
Yeah, well, as INBAR, we will keep working very strong in the region. We are very happy that we are reaching different countries, and of course, we want to be in to work more close with the producers and governments and universities, private sector, with all the people who are involved in the bamboo. The bamboo sector in LATAM is very promising. We believe that not only has an international market or having a possibility to export, but also to use in the own countries with a huge challenges that we have in our region. And well, I just call to all these people who are interested in a more sustainable world, and also to provide a new opportunities for the new generations. Please work with bamboo and just keep pushing, and because bamboo is really is a plant to provide life, and that is the difference of other crops or other plants that we have. Bamboo is really special, so keep working
Absolutely.
with that.
Awesome. Absolutely. And if people want to learn about bamboo, there's like tons of material of INBAR, mostly in English, some in Spanish too, on inbar.int, right? That's the website.
Exactly. Yes. In that we have an area which is resources, and you can get all the publication in English and Spanish. We are incorporating now. We are uploading a really huge amount of information that we are getting in Spanish. Also, there is a lot of information that we share through the our Facebook or Instagram. We have two ones. One related with the Facebook of INBAR, which is the INBAR official, but also we have this Facebook that is INBAR LAC, no,
Yeah, yeah.
where also we publish different materials in
In
Spanish, no.
Spanish.
So well, all of them are welcome to share. It's free to share all this information.
Awesome. I think this really helps also for the better understanding of bamboo and sharing information and findings. So thank you a lot there. And thanks again for your time, Pablo. Really very valuable insights. I think this gives a very good overview of what INBAR LATAM is doing right now and has been doing. Um, and possibly all the academia or companies who have questions or want to work with you know now they can freely contact you, and you will be very happy to help them. And looking forward to grow more bamboo, of course.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you very much for this podcast, and it's really amazing. And I will wish you the success in all these new projects and new podcasts that you will have, Jade.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. I highly appreciate that, Pablo. Have a great day. Let's keep in contact and take care.
Yes, sure. Take care.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye bye. Take care.